What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you the weekly manga chapter review of Toriko. Okay, the planet. We gotta talk about the planet real quick, okay? How is the planet still intact? Like, after all the shit that has happened, okay? After the gourmet spank, okay? The planet gets spanked, and then, you know, all the other shit that has happened. The lasers and all sorts of shit, okay? You're telling me the planet somehow is still intact. Like, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for the planet, because, I mean, if the planet could scream right now, it'd be screaming, because Toriko just literally cut off, like a layer of the planet, like, with his knife. He just completely cut it, and you just saw it floating off, and I'm like, yo, this fight right now is just so colossal. It's such a big fight, so much shit going on, and it's shown in such a grand scale, where when they're attacking each other, you just see the planet literally getting filleted, and that is saying something. Just the level of strength right now in this fight, we know it's been pretty damn high, like the level of power. But just seeing Toriko cutting a part of the planet off and all that, and you just see it floating away. I mean, you see Neo Acacia, he just starts punching at Toriko, and you see this, like, nuke pop-up, nuke-type explosion. You're like, damn. It just, the power right now in this fight is absolutely ridiculous. And it astounds me how the planet somehow is still alive, and still in the shape of a planet after all the shit that has happened in these recent chapters with this fight. Just this fight alone. I'm not even talking about the other fights with, the Beast Kings fighting Acacia. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the fight with Midora and also Acacia that's been going on. I mean, just what happened in those chapters alone. Holy crap. So, let's talk about one of the big details of this chapter, and that would be power levels. Okay, so capture level, as we always know, and it's kind of been a way to scale it as power levels. That's kind of what we've always pictured, capture levels to be. It is power levels. Now, in some points in time when it came to the Toriko verse, there was points to where capture level did not necessarily mean power level. But for the majority of the capture level, it does kind of mean power level. At the very least, now it does. So, Acacia, at one point in time, he had 8,000 capture level, okay? That's where his level was. Pretty damn high. That's actually really freaking high. And then on top of that, you had Neo, which was around 22,000. That is higher than God. That is higher than God. So, Neo's power level being that freaking high, holy shit. Him having 22,000 capture level. And then on top of that, Acacia having 8,000. Well, now that they're together, and then, they now kind of fused as one, they're around a 30,000 capture level. Oh my. Now, I do like in this chapter, even though majority of it was about power levels, I do like how Midora was like, fuck that shit. I haven't been keeping track of all the numbers. Is this a competition? I don't give a shit. I've already broke my limits. I don't give a shit about capture level, power levels, or whatever. Power levels are bullshit. And that alone made me happy. It made me very happy just to see a character like that, Midora, just state, like, power levels are bullshit. And it reminded me of a saying from Team 4-Star. If you've ever watched Team 4-Star, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, you know what I'm talking about. It's a very funny scene, and just this entire, chapter reminded me of that when Midora like, is it some type of competition? Power levels are bullshit. Just, it's too good. So Midora, once again, proving that he's such a badass character, just doing what he did. The way he kind of displayed himself in this chapter, and the way he said that type of stuff, made me incredibly happy to see him say. So, in this fight right now, there's a lot of brutality going on in this fight in this chapter. I mean, a lot of punching, a lot of abilities, Minority World, and one of the big things about this chapter was Minority World. Minority World got countered. Now, it's not something that was not to be expected. Like, we expected that Minority World could be countered somewhat, and we get to see how Acacia actually figured out how to counter it. He made it to where when he was trying to attack Midora, he had it to where he tried to miss him on purpose. Like, for instance, you know how Minority World works. So Acacia tried to miss him, and then because of Minority World, it kicked into effect, all the punches were going directly towards Midora and about to hit him. And thanks to that, Midora had to use gourmet luck to be able to overcome the punches coming at him. So Minority World has been countered thanks to Neo/Acacia, and that means it won't be as effective as it once was. And also, Midora took a pretty damn heavy blow Toriko in this chapter. He got hit pretty damn hard by Acacia, so I'm willing to bet he's probably going to be kind of hurt when we get to see him again, maybe in next week's chapter or the chapter after that. But we do have to factor in that Minora has yet to show his gourmet demon. That is the biggest thing about this fight that we all need to take note of. Right now, this fight is rather intense. Minora has proved that he's incredibly strong, very powerful. But this man is yet to show his gourmet demon. What's going to happen when this man shows his gourmet demon and starts fighting Acacia? Just think about how powerful this man's going to be. If he's not even using it right now, what happens when he does? I cannot wait to see when that does happen. That's probably going to be a crazy fight. Because, I mean, if we're already seeing the planet getting filleted at this point, just imagine what's going to happen when Minora literally summons his gourmet demon and he's using it to fight with. I just can't even imagine how strong these characters are going to be. So, one of the characters at the end of the chapter decides to sacrifice herself, Star. Star supposedly dies. And we do know Neo, when he uses his ability to eat something, it's pretty much death. That's exactly what that means. When Neo eats something, like for instance Dawn Slime, you're dead. You're dead. You're not coming back. And Star being bitten in half like he did, it implies that he is in fact dead. Now, there is a way I think he could possibly be saved. I could see something like this happening. I could see where Midori, he's probably going to pop up in next week's chapter. You're going to have probably the reveal of, maybe Toriko and Star, their brothers, all that. That's going to be revealed. We're probably going to find out their father or whatever. Midori's going to get upset. And he might use, like, some form of cure water or something, or sacrifice his life to save Star and Toriko, and then he will be put down. I could see something like that happening. I mean, it's something I would see in many other series, and so I would expect something like that to happen if that does go down that route. I mean, if Star is, if there's any chance he's still going to live, most likely Midori will sacrifice himself to probably save him, or use some form of cure water to save him after what just happened at the end of this chapter. So yeah, chapter overall, a very good chapter, action-packed, brutal. Can't wait to see what happens next. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.